What an active day. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions, and here is everything that you need to know about today. So first off, MicroStrategy is down 1.87%, a relatively pretty flat day for MicroStrategy based off of where it opened at and where it closed at. But it was an incredibly volatile day if you were actively trading from the highs to the lows, from the lows to the highs. I made a lot of mistakes today. At one point, I was up over 11K on the day, and as of right now, I'm up a little bit over 8.6 to 8.9K. I still have an active short as of right now during the extended hours. Bitcoin is actively selling off, so I'm still able to trade during these extended hours up until 4 hours after the market closes. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But I did a really good job during today's live trading session. If you're part of my LPP team and you didn't watch today's live, I would encourage you to go check it out. So I had an open short on MSTR, and as it began to sell off, again, direction became favorable, and then we began to show signs of a support right around 360 or 367 to 370. A lot of consolidation here. I did my part in taking profits. I was up about 10,500. At one point, I was up like 11.1K, but then it began to show signs of a support. Again, my exits are never perfect, just as my entries are never perfect. So as it began to show signs of a support and a potential reversal, I closed out my short. I was very happy about it. I knew that Bitcoin was incredibly volatile, especially after Trump's inauguration. I know Trump is known as crypto friendly. So the possibility of crypto recovering or Bitcoin recovering and causing a positive catalyst for MSTR is always going to be there as long as Bitcoin is still bullish. Bitcoin, it is still bullish, regardless if we want to accept it or not. You guys know that I always like talking about both sides. And on top of that, Michael Saylor today also announced that he purchased another 11,000 Bitcoins, which sure sounds like great news, but the most important part that really, I would say, pushed MicroStrategy with more momentum is that the vote for January 21st got approved, meaning that Michael Saylor can continue to dilute shares of his MicroStrategy stock to be able to borrow against those shares to be able to buy more Bitcoin. So this idea of continuously buying Bitcoin week after week will most likely continue, and we will see how the market reacts. As of right now, in my opinion, everyone is excited. Everyone thinks it's a good idea. I want to remind you, he bought 11,000 Bitcoins at 101,000 per Bitcoin. This brings his average purchase price of $63,000 for Bitcoin. 63,000. That is his average purchase price, meaning that if there's a 40 to 45% pullback, he will be break even or slightly in the red. That's not good because Bitcoin, every time that it crashes 70 to 77% based off of the previous crashes that Bitcoin has had. Something to take into consideration. So it's going to be very interesting to see that, yes, although this strategy is working during a bull run, how will MicroStrategy trade during a bear run? And again, it's not rocket science. You can look back at its history, and MicroStrategy has done this in the past before, from 2020 to when it peaked in 2021 and then crashed all the way until 2022. That could be for a whole nother video. If you guys want me to make that video in breaking down why I believe MicroStrategy will do the same thing it did last time, then again, I'd be more than happy to break it down. Just drop a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel. But with that being said, I can hate on MicroStrategy all I want, but as long as Bitcoin is still bullish, MicroStrategy is in favorable conditions to be able to succeed, and we have to accept that. And this is why I like to close out my trade every single day. Regardless if I'm choosing to short MicroStrategy, this is why it's so crucial to close out that short regardless of how much we hope for MicroStrategy to sell off. Yes, there's a lot of downside potential. Yes, Bitcoin is overbought, but regardless of that, remember, it's a pump and dump, right? It's based off of momentum, no fundamentals. So if Bitcoin skyrockets, so can MicroStrategy. Please understand that. Now, the second thing that I really want to highlight is Netflix. Netflix reported earnings today. It's up 14.2%. We are entering earnings season. These are the companies, all the publicly traded companies. If you're invested in some, please make sure that you do your due diligence and understand when they're set to report earnings. But we're entering now a season where all these publicly traded companies are going to be reporting earnings. And if they come in lower than what is expected, they crash. If they come in better than what was expected, they skyrocket. And Netflix is now at all-time highs. It gained 14.4%, nearly at $1,000 per share. It might be an overreaction, but nonetheless, incredibly bullish, nearly at $1,000 per share. And this is why it exceeded expectation. Netflix adds 19 million subscribers in a holiday quarter, which is a record 19 million. The stock stock soars. On top of that, they are saying that, they've pretty much sustained a lot of unfavorable conditions. This was one of my favorite things that they stated. The company said that it has shaken off the impacts of COVID-19 and the Hollywood writers and the actor strikes and delivering returning seasons with its most popular shows, including Wednesday, a series based off of characters of the Adam and Eve's entertainment franchise. Regardless, Stranger Things, they talk about Squid Games, they talk about all these different things that they are doing to create and curate more demand. So again, it looks like things are incredibly bullish, but most importantly, not only did they exceed expectation based off of what was expected, but they also increased expectation for projected revenue in 2025, where it was previously 43.5 billion. Now it's 44.5 billion. This is huge. Again, investors love when expectations are exceeded, but also guidance is exceeded. So this is huge for Netflix. It earned the 14%. Now, could it be an overreaction? Sure. Do I care to short it? Not really, because again, it earned it based off of its results. It's not based off of hope or desire. It's based off of what it actually showed as results. And I'm super excited because now MicroStrategy and all these BS companies will also have to report earnings and the truth will come to light. And I'm super excited for that. Again, I plan to host live streams and capturing all of these companies reporting earnings. And if you want to watch it live, again, I'm going to be doing it absolutely for free on this channel. And all you need to do is drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So again, if you guys did not watch today's live trading session where I actively shorted MSTR and covered profits, feel free to watch today's live trading session. Just log into our LPP Discord, and then it will be under the morning live trading session. If you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow and you're not yet part of the LPP team, it's the second link in the description down below. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and we're having a huge sale right now. So it breaks it down to $1.35 per day is what the cost breaks down to. So again, ask yourself, is it worth $1.35 to watch me trade live every single day? You get to watch all of my entries, all of my exits, all of my good trades, all of my bad trades. It's a raw live session every single day for 1 hour right at market open. If you want to tune on in, second link in the description down below. Sign up today, and I'll see you tomorrow at market open for our live session. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.